So we're going to go over a couple of things. Should we go over a couple of 3 things about maturity? Separating the men from the boys? Would you like to or not? I heard it's sexy. I just made a couple of bullets. Would you like to hear them? Give me a thumbs up if you would like to get into the topic of maturity, separating the men from the boys. Are you interested? If not, we'll go a totally different direction. I don't care. We can go mafia. We can go movies. We can go your sister's ass. I don't care where we go. But that was the kickoff topic this morning. Remember, this is not my show. This is our social club. This is not a show. I'm not here to teach you something. I'm not here to do anything. I'm here to hang out with you guys, have meaningful, fun, enjoyable conversation. All right, we're going to get into this. Let's go. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Here we go. Our show starts right now. What we're going to do. Maturity. Is it sexy? Is maturity sexy? Separating the men from the boys. Let's go over a couple of bullet points that I did post up. I'm going to read off my monitor right there. The show starts now.
It's the Tommy Stig Show in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the social club. It's coffee talk time with Tommy Stiggs. Let's have a little conversation over coffee about maturity, separating the men from the boys, and why are you women thinking these things are sexy? I don't understand. Here we go. Men, never stop learning. Once you stop learning and think that you know everything, you have become undesirable. Mr. Right, that is Mr. Right. When you think that you know everything and you stop learning, you're done. You're done. It's over. I don't care if you're 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or 100. You can learn something every single day. Once you think that you have learned everything and your experiences life had taught you everything, oh, no. You went to a level of ignorance that you can't even measure. Ignorance, arrogance, you just can't even, it's nothing to say. So, separating the men from the boys. Consistency in words and actions. That's number 1. That's a big thing. Consistency in words and actions. I don't need to go into the details. You understand what it is. Consistency in your words, your actions, and your belief. That's 1 point. We got another one here. Listening and responding cautiously. You got to listen. Listen. Process it first, because impulse will kill you. Especially in a world that I once known. Impulse will kill you. Will get you clipped. Do you understand? Do you understand? Impulse will get you clipped. Listen, respond cautiously, conservatively. Process it all first, then go with it. One of the clearest signs of a mature man is his reaction. When you hold back the anger, even if the anger is in you, all things Apple, even if the anger is in you, once you act it out, that's it. Big B, what's up, my man? Once that anger is out, you're figured out. They got you. They can trigger you simply. Just with one mention of you, one what's this? Innuendo? What is this word? What am I looking for? What, insinuation? One insinuation. And you're triggered. It's a game changer. It's a game changer. They're not coming back. They don't want to be near you. Yes. Okay. Handling issues with calmness instead of anger is noticeable. It will push people away, especially women. Handling issues with calmness instead of anger. With calmness, if you handle things with calmness, things that come your way. We all have trials, tribulations, issues, situations, money, girls, men, this, that, the other thing. It's how we handle it. A noticeable negative, angry reaction will push people away from you. You got to be a little mysterious, so to speak. You have to. This is what I'm learning. Stoicism and talking to people. You have to learn to, your reaction. Especially women, they see how a man reacts. When a man reacts like a little child, separating the men from the boys, when they go off a tangent, just yelling and screaming, and they ain't coming back, especially the woman. So check yourself, because the women ain't coming back. They won't come back. The women will come back when they see a calm, somewhat mysterious individual that looks like he's ready to take you down, but does so in a different type of way. Very, very calm. These are skills that must be learned. If you're a businessman, you must use these. If you're a negotiator, you must use these. Dead serious. This is important. If you are negotiating, if you are, yes, number one, in a sit down. These people, they would get clipped in a sit down before it ended. Done. Mort. Out. Done. Right? Now let's go to admitting your faults. Listen, let's go back to admitting you done wrong. The man that can admit that he has done wrong and own it has gone from a boy to a man. Now it's taught in boyhood. Own it. You done did it. That doesn't mean plead guilty to the judge. That does not mean plead guilty to the judge. But if you're there, you're there. You must own it. Owning something, learning from it, not regretting it, learning from it. Because listen, every path in our life brought us to where we are right now. We are here for a reason. We're here because something brought us here. What brought us to YouTube? Something brought us to YouTube. Something brought us to where we are in life right now. Many things, and many were bad, trying times, tough stuff. But we're here. We have arrived. Yes. If you accept your wrongdoings and you make a change, it's an honorable trait. Now, there will be some that may criticize. Now, listen, the conviction thing, there are ignorant people that will ride that on you till their last breath, to the death. They will ride that you are a convict, that you have done something wrong, that there was maybe infidelity, that you stole from somebody, that you went to prison, that you did whatever. You were a drunk, you were a drug addict, and they will hold that's ignorance because they stopped learning. Somewhere along the line, they stopped learning how to be a real man and go from a boy to a man. So people ride on you for a conviction, not noticing the good that you have done along the way. Make no mistake about it. What came out of that conviction is a life experience. What came out of being in a cage is a life experience that you will have no understanding of. And what an individual that was caged is capable of, you will never know. You don't ever want to know. There's no fear. How can you hurt someone that's been locked in a cage? How can you really hurt someone that their dignity has been taken away, stripped down naked every time somebody comes to visit, talking to people through a screen? How can you hurt this person? How can you really hurt them? Very difficult. Chained, shackled to big metal door. Now there's people that will ride that on you as a negative until their last breath. That is not a man. That is a boy that had no men around them growing up. You could tell they were surrounded by women, raised by women. You could tell, yes, strong women, 100% strong women. But the man, see, that's where we are in our culture. The Italian culture has men around them. Dad split, uncles are here. People split, we're always around men. The Italian culture has men nurturing us to be adults, to be men. Now, you might not, many of you think you understand Italians. You don't understand. You don't understand from the inside out. But I'm sure that you could see by the way a few of us carry ourselves what the training was. I'm sorry I'm not reading the chat. I'm just trying to get this out and get done with this. So there are a lot of different things that are not understood. But there are ignorant people that will ride that conviction thing till their last breath. And there's no help for them. It's unsexy. and they're not going to come back, especially the ladies. They don't like it. They could tell you were raised by ladies, not men. You could tell a man that was raised by ladies and not men. Now, I am a product of a single mother, but Grandfather Social Club on Ridge Street in Newark, I was there basically every night. The likes of Andy Girard coming in there, Pee Wee DePhillips coming in there, right? The Boots crew coming in there, messing up my hair. Come on, little Tommy, wake up. Come on, little Tommy. The Yankees are going to win. And my face is stuck to the plastic couch at the social club. You see, because my father wasn't there, but the men in the neighborhood embraced me, embraced us, right? So we had the men. So you could tell these pussies that were raised by aunts, women, they're lacking something. And the women are not going back. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. So the man that committed accept his wrongdoings, but make a change and there's a work in progress is a good trait. The blame game is garbage. Own your role. There's strength in that integrity. Whatever it is that you went around. You had an uncle, Stoney. I can tell. I know my people over here. Right? God is taking out the trash. So the people that are here know what the hell I'm talking about. Because you're all kind of, I think you all can relate to me. Can I get a thumbs up if I get an understanding? Can I please get a thumbs up for getting an understanding of what I'm talking about? If this is boring you, put a thumbs down and we'll go to the next topic. Right? We'll talk about Victoria's Secret bras. If a man doesn't have to be Pop, think that you were very fortunate to have your Pop around, and that's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing that many will envy. But Pop split with his gumada, and my uncles and my grandpa and everybody kicked in. Everybody kicked in. That's not what led me to a path of crime. Yeah, pack of wolves. There you go. That's it. We're all good. All right, so we're good. A couple more things, okay? These are things that make the man. These are things that make the man that transitions you from a boy to a man. Prioritizing your health is not about always looking good. Listen, prioritizing your health is not always about looking good. Now, listen, I'm a little fluffy. I got about 40 pounds that I can lose. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. I got 40 pounds up. But I dress appropriately to my body. I don't wear something that I like just because it looks good on a model. I wear stuff that fit me. All right, sometimes I'm a 1X. Sometimes I'm a 2X. Whatever it is. But your appearance overall has got to be good. You got to be prioritizing your health. It's appearance and it's mental. It's mental health. Mental health is difficult. Right? All Apple Things is a great example. His Pop, God bless his soul, passed on us a moment's notice. We get the call. All Apple Things Pop passed away. But what he set for those boys, his two boys, who I'm dear friends with to this day, I may not have talked to all Apple Things in 6 months, but he could call me tomorrow and say, I need something, stop by. I could call him tomorrow and say, I'm jammed up. Can you help me with this? Right? Because their dad taught them right. You understand? 100%. These are real people in this chat. This is not some internet fucking nonsense over here. This is real people here. So you prioritize your health. That's true. We live it. All Apple Things, we live it. This is us. This is us. All right. So you're prioritizing your health. It's not about looking good. It's about showing up. I could be a fat bastard. And I'm not talking just about vitamin C, vitamin D, I'm not talking about all of that. There's another thing. There is mental health that is more noticeable than your physical health. When you start talking, yes, talk radio. Wonderful example. Talk radio is a wonderful example. There's guys that pull off talk radio for 40 years. You never saw their face. So you got mental health and spiritual health. Now, in order to get that spiritual health and keep that spiritual health alive, you must go to the church physically. You online mass, it ain't going to do it for you. You got to go to the church, because online masses and this and that, it only shows you Ave Maria, this, that, and the other thing. You got to hear the message of the week. We are now in the fourth Sunday. We're in the fourth Sunday, okay? The fourth Sunday. It's of ordinary time. I'm not going to get into all the religious stuff. It's the fourth Sunday of ordinary time. I think it's the fourth. Fourth Sunday of ordinary time tomorrow. So mentally, spiritually, this is what you need. These are a couple of things I'm just going down that turn a man into a boy. And if you are Mr. Right, you're a jerk off. Jag off. So prioritizing that health. Now, I live alone. I'm a bachelor, right? Here's a good example. You're a bachelor pad, a bachelor joint. They got a beer. They got potato chips. They got frozen waffles. Whatever. They eating garbage. Taylor ham, egg, and cheese, right? Here's me. I live alone. I got a yogurt this morning. Greek, non-fat Greek yogurt. After the show, I'm going to have a shake with spinach, almond milk, all fruits, and just a couple of other things. Now, typical bachelor is going to go in there and grab a can of Coca-Cola and some potato chips. This is not it. So I'm aware. No wedding band. I'm not getting married. And that's where you are. So, yeah. These are sexy things. Discipline. It's discipline. Yep. The stereotype. Yeah. Okay. This one I made a long one. Clear communication. Saying what you mean is a clear sign of self-confidence, maturity, and the strength and the ability to be challenged, to show up when you get challenged. Clear communication, saying what you mean and meaning what you say. If I have a problem with Patsy Ortega, I'm going to say Patsy Ortega, because that's what a real man does. That's how a man is taught to be a man. We go direct with See No Evil. I got a problem with you, See No Evil. I'm going to call you out, See No Evil. We're going to discuss this, Tony. I got a problem with Tony, right? The leaves have been a little brown. They're not so green and vibrant. It's not going to work for me. It's not going to get me. It's not going to work for me. Tony's leaves have turned brown. I need the green stuff. I want to smell like a super skunk, okay? I want to go super skunk. So I'm going to call out Tony. I'm going to call him out. I'm not going to pussyfoot around it. We go straight up. We're taught to go straight in. Jugular vein, motherfucker. We come in strong. Again, a trait of when a man became a man, when a boy transitions into a man. I got a problem with Joey Dell. I'm going to say it. And they know I'm going to say it. Yeah. You got the bad grass over there. I'm going to tell you. Fuck it. Tony, you gave me brown leaves. My brownies aren't going to come out good. My hookah isn't going to smoke right. Come on. Hook me up, brother. Give me the right stuff. All the leaves are brown and the sky is gray, Bill. See, yeah. So we come correct. Now, the man that cannot say the man that he has a problem with is not a man. It's a pussy raised by women, not by strong men. We come in strong. We say it. Who is the motherfucker that's betraying you? We're going correct, straight, direct, right in. There is no pussyfooting around. They're not going to show. They're not going to. Your integrity gets lost when you don't have the strength and the. You go a little bit, but then you pull back. A little bit, and then you pull back. No. Raised by women, aunts, moms. There's no men around. Where's your balls? Now, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not a fan of the FBS type of thing, the Tony Soflo type. That's not my thing. But those guys, they'll call you out in a motherfucking minute by name. Don't give a fuck. That Nick Romano kid, he's in jail right now, I think. He'll call you motherfucker by your name. Balls. And there's a little bit of Italiano blood mixed in. We come correct. We come in straight. Okay? I don't watch that shit. I don't follow that shit. But the shit that I remember from those guys, Straight up with the names. 100%. You got to go. Dominic Crea, we push back. Straight up with the names. Bring those motherfuckers out. What? Wait till you see the next show with We Push Back and Joey Merlino. It's going to be a good one. It's in the works right now. They're putting it together. Wait. Dominic Crea, ride straight up with the names. Doesn't give a fuck. Okay? Okay? So you become irrelevant. The maturity level has not bloomed. You could be 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. When you can't come out with it correct and direct, you're irrelevant. They ain't coming back, especially to a woman. It's sexy. It shows that you're ready, because when you pussyfoot, you're not ready for it to go back and forth, right? So with clear sign, clear communication, self-confidence, maturity, and the strength and the ability to be challenged. Hidden message and lacking the balls to say exactly what you're talking about. As a true son, you are still a boy and not a man, no matter how old you're. The training pause, which means you had no man around, no real men. Italians are surrounded. We go all in. We don't pussyfoot. You understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? Are we clear? We must always be clear here. Let's go to the next bullet point. Long-term thinking and planning, sweet tea. I don't know. I'm seeing you, Thando. I'm just not getting distracted by the chat this morning. I'm sorry. I'm not following numbers. I'm not following the chat. I want to get this message through clear, because I'm probably going to do an edited version of this. Another sexy thing, Stony Tony. Susie Q. Where's my ladies? Give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying this, ladies. What does this sound like to you? Does this sound like a boy turning into a man? Am I saying things that are getting in your brain? That's right. That's kind of sexy. I don't mean sexy. You know what I mean. Give me a thumbs up, ladies, if you're enjoying this. Come on. Where's the girls? Where's the girls? Come on, ladies. I need a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Stiggs, I don't want to hear this. Or thumbs up. We're going good today. Come on. Let's go. Well, you're hardly awake. Rebecca's. Martha's all in. Beautiful. Martha Fowler's all in. Delilah's got all kinds of. Susan's over there. Susan's got a prayer. Sweet Tea's like, I don't like this garbage. I got to go. Oh, Susan's right there with the thumbs up. Wonderful. Wonderful. Sexy Stiggs flexing his balls. Yes. Good morning, Mr. Lance. Nice to see you. Okay, so we're all in. All right. Long-term thinking and planning. The bigger picture is just about being consistent with a sense of direction and goals. Okay. And it's going to go for anything, any part of life. Any part of life this can go for. Long-term thinking and planning. The big picture. Sweet Tea. The big picture. Lance 33, Susie Q, Martha Fowler. The big picture. Plan B. This ain't going the way I thought it should. I got to reinvent. Let me take a look at myself. This ain't working. I'm doing this 3 years. This ain't working. I'm doing this a year and a half. This ain't working. Evaluate something. Men. This is for the men. Evaluate what you're doing. Evaluate your impact. Evaluate the change that you have made. Tommy Stiggs, have you changed anybody's direction on YouTube? Had you made them think clearer or see things that they did not see before, Tommy Stiggs? Have you? My feedback is yes. And it may not just be that. It may just be a comfortable environment. If you reflect and take a look back, and your purpose on here is to bring a message, change somebody's direction, fix a miscreant, and it has not worked, you need to go to plan B. But most go too far because they have no boss. They have nobody analyzing them. They go too far. They cannot change directions. They're too far gone. So if you've been preaching something for 3 years, 5 years, 12 years, 10 years, 1 year, and you can look back and say, wow, I changed 5 people, 1 person, 6 people, you have succeeded. If not, you got a problem. You're done. You're a fish. You're a dead fish. That's what you are. You're a dead fish. Listen, the goal could be big. The goal could be small. You got to have something. You got to have a little something. direction, a goal. I don't care if you have 50 subscribers and your goal is to get 100. Got to have some sense of purpose. And then go back and look at your shows. And did you really make a change? Right? A real attractive trait is when it's not working. A man that keeps his head up and redirects, say, goes to plan B instead of sulking. The results or the lack thereof don't go unnoticed. Do I need to repeat that? I'm not going to repeat that. Now, some people in their self-helping, they do this thing called journals. I'm not a journal guy. Tommy over at the Lifeboat is a big, big, big journal guy. Me, I'm personally not one for journaling. I just can't see I can't see me doing the journaling. It's helpful for some. It really does make you recognize growth or failure, growth or the lack thereof. Yeah, definitely. Journaling will do that for you. Or just a reflection back on what you've been doing for a year, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has it made an impact? Has it not? Growth will say it has. So you go from 7 in the chat. You go from 9 in the chat. Then you go to 15 in your chat. Yes, it does matter. Yep. Yes, exactly, Thindu. And we both can probably say the same. So ALV, I'm not looking at numbers today. And when I don't look at the numbers grow. When I just do my thing, something happens. Something happens when I don't look at the numbers. And now you just brought it to my attention that we hit 50 today. And again, I coming in, I said, give me 25. Let's go. Let's start this off. And then I go. But so journaling is not my thing, but it is great for some. It's great to track your, I do text myself. Yes, I text myself. Sure, I do. Journaling is a good way to track your growth. It may be a little, typically for the Mr. Rights, they won't look at themselves. They'll never look at themselves. They spend day in, day out looking at others. And then they crash and burn, and it just goes away. Nobody's listening anymore. Kindness and respect are non-negotiable. Listen to me. Kindness and respect is a big thing. Kindness and respect is not negotiable. All right? Yes, I do text myself back. I have conversation. I talk to dead people. What do you want me? What am I to do? I'm crazy, and I know this. Stiggs, you are the Lamb of God who takes away the sins of the world. Grant us peace. Bill C. Right there. Right there. Kindness and respect are non-negotiable. But deep inside, the ability to squash the enemy in a minute without looking back. Kindness and respect, 100%. It is earned, though. It is earned. 100%. But inside that ability to squash you, I do text myself. I do text myself all the time. Think I got a Cash App? Or I just spent some money. Oh, thank you, Bill C, for a little Cash App. Do appreciate that. Anybody want to donate? You can do it. Cash App, Venmo, your sister's yes. Send a stork with an envelope, whatever you want to do. All right? So kindness and respect is non-negotiable. But deep inside, the ability to squash you with a higher power within a minute, done, shelved, which I'm not a fan of shelved. Okay, we're